YouTube. Good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome back to the channel. And today I got a couple articles we're going to read, touch on some gaming news, as always. If you like anything you see, or you like what I'm doing here, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All the links will be in the description below. And first and foremost, we're going to talk about Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and the PC Game Pass removal, Call of Duty, or the removal of Call of Duty from Game Pass Ultimate and PC, and let it be like its own thing, which, I mean, for the price that they bought Activision for, they probably should have did that from the jump. People were already buying Game Pass Ultimate and also buying Call of Duty, so this should make it easier. I mean, not easier, but better for the community in general. Community for people who play on Game Pass, not paying $30 for a monthly subscription to play certain games, and better for the Call of Duty community, hopefully, when it comes to hacking, because they don't got this place to just build another account and go play free on Game Pass. So let's see what they're saying here. Game Pass Ultimate has dropped price from $29.99 to $22.99 a month, as well as PC Game Pass from $16 to $13.99. And future Call of Duty titles will no longer be available via Game Pass Ultimate PC Game Pass at launch. Microsoft Game announced instead Call of Duty titles will join each subscription following the holidays. Okay, so they usually drop like November, December. So example would be the new Call of Duty title dropping November, December, and then you would get it in Christmas of next year. Around that time, you would be able to play the previous title, because by then they'll probably have the next title out. Beginning this year, future Call of Duty titles won't join Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass at launch. New Call of Duty games will be added to Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass during the following holiday season, about a year later. While existing Call of Duty titles already in the library will continue to be available. So basically, if you have Game Pass now, and or you buy Game Pass now, you have access to whatever Call of Duty titles are already on there, plus what other up until Black Ops 7. At the end of Black Ops 7 cycle, we get the Modern Warfare 4, and then there won't be no more Call of Duty on launch day for the Game Pass. Again, everybody has an opinion, but my opinion basically is this should be better. It's actually giving me the thought maybe I do the Ultimate for $22.99 now. I can, it's a little easier to say I can swing that, right? And then give some gameplay and thoughts on the Game Pass and what they're doing as far as games. But it gives people more of a chance to think about it. Because once you see $30 in your account every month, and you're like, So hopefully that helps. Link for this will be, I think it's a good move for both Xbox as a company and for their Call of Duty games going forward and their Game Pass going forward. Because if they're still trying to do this, which I believe they also mentioned that they may do some kind of first day game, like pass, a different one. But the link will be in the description for that. Let's move on. We're going to talk about Pragmata real quick, because I enjoy what I see for the game. I haven't played it yet, but I do enjoy what I see from it. Pragmata, Japan's comedy reference. Okay. First of all, this being a new IP and the game, they're doing things different with the hacking and the way that the gameplay is. That's good. We needed something new. We needed something fresh, and I'm glad to see that it's making the rounds. So, let's see what they're saying here. There's a sort of a hidden cute moment with Diana and Hugh in Capcom's Pragmata, but some players have recently spotted a Japanese comedy reference that Diana makes when handling a globe REM collectible. Pragmata sees you switch between space mercenary Hugh and his human childlike android companion. Pragmata D103367, whom he dubbed Diana, and they try to escape the lunar base overrun by hostile AI. I think the AI thing is also another reason that the game is doing well, because we're dealing in real life with AI, and there's always been talks about AI taking over. So it gives us kind of that fantasy, and also in our daily life we're dealing with AI, that kind of. So I feel like there's kind of a connection with that, and the reason that people are enjoying playing the game. As you explore the base, you can collect REMs, read Earth memories, 3D holograms of items from back on Earth, your home on Earth, that you can give Diana as a present to decorate the shelter with. The first RM you come across is a globe. This is unmissable item, comes with a Japanese comedy reference that eagle-eyed Japanese-speaking comments on X have been pointing out, and spotted it by automation. It's so over the top gorgeous that it's funny, but it's also hilarious because overseas players won't get the joke, as it aims at Japanese audience, commented the poster. What I'll say is, even the music, just like that little 14-second clip, you can hear the music is great. The anti-globe spinning antics are actually a reference to a well-known sketch by the gorgeous Japanese comedian who dressed as a space pirate in the sketch. Gorgeous act out the situation of being stranded on a mountaintop with his companions in a danger of succumbing to the cold. He memes trying to shake his invisible companion awake while proclaiming, "Maid Tasuyuku." Okay, sorry if I butchered that. "We can still make it. Be safe," before dramatically spinning a globe and saying, "Madagascar," at the fingers, and land on African country. Madagascar is Madagaskaru in Japanese, which kind of sounds like Maid Tasakaru. And this is wordplay, short for short get punchline. Okay, that's nice. You could always enjoy little moments like that. I'm glad that we're getting games with these little things in there. Moving on. Nintendo sued by players who say they should get any tariff refunds received by the U.S. government. Interesting. Excuse me. Nintendo has been sued by two players in the U.S. who say company stands unjustly profits from any tariff refunds it received from U.S. government in April 2025 after delaying Switch 2 pre-order because U.S. economic uncertainty. Nintendo announced Switch 2 accessories would see a price increase in the U.S. due to changes in market conditions. Yeah, the inflation, the chip rising, tariffs, all causing drama. Okay, while the hardware itself didn't get a price increase, Switch 2 Pro controller, Joy-Con 2 controller, charging grips, wheel set, camera dock sets, carrying cases, AC adapters, all said a price increase by $5 to $10. Then in August of 2025, Nintendo increased the price of the original Switch hardware in the U.S., with the Switch Lite becoming $30 more expensive than the Switch. The Switch becoming $40 more expensive, and the Switch OLED becoming $50 more expensive. Nintendo pricing changes were widely attributed to U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to impose sweeping tariffs on the numerous countries and later pause some of them except for a sizable tariff on China, where the tech products are often manufactured. Okay. After the U.S. Supreme Court found that Trump didn't have the power to invoke tariffs last month, Nintendo, as well as more than 1,000 other companies, sued the U.S. government for refunds, what it considered illegal implementations of the tariffs. As a result of this, two players, Gregory Hoffert from California and a Prashant Sharon from Washington, are suing Nintendo, claiming any money recouped from tariff refunds should go to consumers. As a report by GameFiles, Hoffert and Sharon are arguing it because tariff led to an increase in prices of Nintendo hardware and accessories. If Nintendo gets refunds on these tariffs, it will essentially have made extra money from consumers. Unless restrained by the court, Nintendo stands to recover the same tariff payment twice, once from consumers through higher prices and again from federal government through tariff refunds, including interest paid by the government on those funds, the lawsuit says. Yeah. I mean, they got a point. If you charge all this money because of the tariffs, and now they're saying the tariffs are reversed, and the president has to give the money back, right? The government has to pay this money back to them for the tariffs. Then it should be all-encompassing. Is the word I'm looking for, I think. Anyway, it should be a full circle. If they're going to get their money back, consumers should get their money back. This isn't going to be a hard fight, though, because Nintendo is well known for having great lawyers and doing what they need to do. And just two people, this should have been more of a class action lawsuit, because obviously more people bought items at a higher price, so it would make it more, it would give it more pressure. It would put more pressure on the company because it's more people. With two people, you can probably settle out for way less than you have to pay for people to get their items back. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Next, let's talk about GameStop is laughing all the way to the bank with the new Pokemon card system. Okay, so I wanted to read this because I saw this. But also my daughter brought home or sent me a picture of the poster they got at GameStop for events where they're pulling cards. So I wanted to look at this and see if that's the same thing of what they're talking about. And, you know, I mean, from the poster that I saw, I mean, even I was kind of interested in going in there and seeing what that's like as far as pulling cards and just the experience overall. So Pokemon cards are already way more expensive than MSRP at GameStop. Excuse me. At GameStop. But the retailer store still isn't squeezing out every possible dollar from the collector's market frenzy. Since last year, the video game retailer had been selling something called Power Packs, which are small sets of cards compiled by GameStop itself. Early in April, GameStop followed that up by launching a digital version of Power Pack, which allows users to buy and trade digital versions of the physical cards. So why would someone willingly purchase repacked cards, a practice that allows resellers to pocket the most valuable cards while still making a profit from duds? What GameStop is selling is certainly packed. What GameStop is selling is certainty. Packs come in different rarities, donated in colors such as silver and gold. Cheaper Power Pack is $25, whereas the rarer pack costs $2,500. Expensive packs hold the best cards, but there's no guarantee that Power Packs will contain a good card. There's only a chance of a better card. Okay. Like the physical pack, digital power packs allot a random assortment of cards to the user. These digital cards correspond in the real world cards held by PSA, the grading service. Why did I jump like that? The grading service that has teamed up with GameStop. Once a player opens a pack online, they can sell or continue storing the card inside a digital vault. If a card is sold, ownership transferred to a purchaser without necessarily shipping the item to them. It's kind of like owning stock, except that by some potentially dubious measure, the value of Pokemon cards outperform current stock market. Another selling point for power packs is convenience. Users have the option to either sell cards to other people or sell them back to GameStop for 90% of their estimated value. The buyback program offers less than a user could get from a wider market, but it's also instant. In doing so, users avoid hassle of listing, taking pictures of the cards, and doing marketing to find buyers. Power pack owners also don't have to worry about the time-consuming process of having their card verified, graded, as every card has already been evaluated by PSA. A $29,000 Charizard card is hiding at a random GameStop. Okay. I mean, it's interesting because we see that, well, I forget what the name of it is called, but there's this website. Whatnot, right? You see the ads for Whatnot, and a lot of times that's what that is. You can go on there, and people are opening packs and selling cards digitally, and so that's cool. I get, you know what I mean? It's called pivoting. So that's what they did. They pivoted. They figured out a new lane for a money source. I mean, there's always obstacles and different things you got to worry about. For me, what came to mind as far as worries is that, like they mentioned here, is people can pull the cards and replace them. And yes, they're saying that not with GameStop, but like, you can't judge every single person working at a GameStop, right? So, but we'll see. This sounds good. I'm gonna look into what they mean by the digital, where you're supposed to do that, so I could see something like that, and maybe we'll look at it online, like together, and find a video for it. Next is Dead by Daylight Behavior Interactive appear to have suffered fresh layoffs as senior animators announced sudden departure. So, yeah, I saw this and I thought, like, obviously it's never a good thing when people lose their job, but again, this is something that will be mentioned and seems to have been happening all over the industries, is another layoff. So this is, they've been running this game, as far as I understand, for a long time. So it's a senior animator, and let's see what they're saying. Update is 6:36, the 22nd of April. A spokesman for Behavior Interactive had provided a statement to game developers confirming layoffs and offering an explanation. The statement reads: a portion of Behavior Interactive business had traditionally focused on extended development partnerships. In recent months, demands for mobile and casual external development projects had declined. As we conclude our remaining engagement and do not foresee comparable opportunities in the near term, we have made the decision to part ways with some colleagues. Those decisions are never easy, and we are grateful for the contributions of the affected employees who have helped shape behavior and support partners over the year. Originally 13/17/2020, 22nd of April, Behavior Interactive appeared to have laid off a number of employees from the company. The exact number of affected workers has yet to be confirmed. News of the layoff comes from social media posts from now former employees explaining their situation online. Eurogamer has contacted Behavior Interactive to find out the full scope of these layoffs and why they've happened. An employee questioned John Velga, who was senior animator on Dead by Daylight, who wrote, "Well, unfortunately, I was affected by the layoffs from Behavior. I honestly didn't think it was going to happen to me. If anyone is looking for an animator, you can let me know." Okay, and then he got his information here. I've been submitting an update demo real shortly. It's always sad to see that, but I mean, when it comes to business, you got to make certain decisions, and they suck. And like they said, it's never easy. And if you're not gonna be able to use these people on projects, and you're not seeing the ability to make money with these people, then how are you gonna pay them? And if you can't pay them, you might as well let them try to find other opportunities. But those are our articles for the night. Jump into these game trailers. I usually watch 1 or 2 at the end of the night just to see what we got laying around. Embers of the Uncrowned. This looks cool. Let's see.
Okay, kids, you're scared? You should.
What's this?
Get me out of here, man!
This is called Ember of the Uncrowned. Looks clean. Gross.
Elf.
Detail is really good too. What is that? Oh, okay.
By word of Valdemar Harborwell, rightful lord of Goldenhaven, humans and elves have sworn to keep peace and to honor the boundaries of our lands. Any who break this oath will answer for it in blood!
I don't know. Run. Dark Knight. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Stay away! Stay away!
Okay. So wish list on Steam. Alright, coming for PC. Or their socials on the bottom there. It looks good though. I wonder if they're gonna drop it for PlayStation or they're just doing PC right now. But that looked good. We will definitely keep an eye on that. And also, what else? Not really like the kind of art style games. It's not for me really, but maybe one day I'll find something I like with it. Blood mail. Factor none if I, oh, right here. This I think I should just wait for a full video. Alright, you know what? We'll leave it at that one for now. And YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. If you made it to the end of the video, just in the comments, leave a comment on what you thinking about what we spoke about tonight. Quick rundown. If Game Pass Ultimate, what you think about price decrease in Call of Duty not being part of the Game Pass on day one, and get an expansion for you. Not an expansion, but getting dropped a year later on the Game Pass. I think that's good, honestly. And it may fix certain things and hopefully better out the Xbox is what they're planning on doing. I know most people probably won't have much of opinion on the Pragmata Japan comedy reference, but like if you do, just or if you played it, just tell me if you enjoy it. Nintendo being sued by the players, just what's your opinions on that? Do you feel that it should have been a class action lawsuit? Do you feel Nintendo is probably gonna settle it, or will they do will the player be able to get their money back or some kind of money back? We'll see. And also about GameStop and their Pokemon card system that they got going on, or if you've done it, pulled any cards, what's your experience on that, and what's your opinion, just basically in general, on how you think it's going to work out for them? Is it going to help them survive? And things like that with that. And, last but not least, Daylight Developers, Interactive, and their layoffs and departures from the company, and what's your opinions on, if they feel like they can't use you, why keep you? Which, it's never easy to lay people off or be laid off as a person who needs, especially now in this economy. So, but if you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be on tomorrow with my next video. Last video for the week, and then I think I need to take care of some stuff IRL. So I may have some gameplay videos being uploaded for about a week or so, and then I will return back with this, what we're doing here and going over the news. But again, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'm out.